Dear comrade, we are in Azerbaijan, old communistic country.
Yeah. So don't worry about your English because not everybody in the world speaks like Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
So, Gurban, what's your name?
My name is Gurban Bunyatov. My alias is Gorblansky. I'm writing with that name of Gorblansky. It's a little bit Jewish name, Jewish Polish. Why I took it like alias? Because it was the first person I wrote about. It's my imagination. Like it was soldier, a lot of soldier that I wrote. So you might ask a question.
Yeah. So, where do you live? Where are we now?
Yeah, we are in Baku, Azerbaijan. Welcome.
Thank you.
That's Baku. We saw it actually. It's not too old, but
But you showed me very old parts of the city.
no. I'm telling you another thing. In the Book of Dead in Egypt, they're talking about Baku,
Okay.
and it's 4,000 and half years old.
Okay.
Just imagine. So we are really old.
Quite old. Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? We have petrol.
Thanks God.
Yeah, like most of Muslim Islamic countries, you know.
Otherwise, maybe we wouldn't find that easy a fashionable cafe like this here.
Yeah.
But you said your girlfriend is from Georgia.
Yeah, my girlfriend is from Northeast. She was from Georgia. Actually, she's in Georgia now. I
Yeah.
thought she was Russian. Yeah.
And Georgia
We
doesn't
have
have.
we have good contacts with Georgia.
Yeah.
Like our cultural, and we both like to drink the good wine. Not everything. We like to eat good. So maybe that's why we are so. And our artistic, our cultural world is very quite close too. Actually, our jazzmen was our filmed movies also. So that's in Baku.
Yeah. There's only one country a bit in the middle which which have problems, but we will not talk about these problems now because it's not a political interview.
Yes, it's not
so we can talk about Armenia.
Yeah.
Culturally, it's also very close in
Yes.
food and drink. And for many people, it might be a surprise that Azerbaijan, as an officially predominantly Muslim country, there's a lot of wine and drink.
Oh, I want to tell you something about the wine and our drinking and our Muslim Islamic properties. In one of our oldest legends, yeah, that's the Gorhut, Kitabları Gorhut. There's one wonderful piece, in a moment. That is one of the heroes of is going Gazan. Is the king of that times. He's going to fight with the enemy, and he's coming to fight and fighting and saying like by the name of Muhammad we are fighting. And he is fighting, he's winning, and he returns and starts celebrating this. So that's all the time our Islam was like this. It's Caucasian Islam.
It's different from what some people in Mecca or in Tehran might think.
But it makes us more elastic, because in Baku, for example, Baku is too much Jewish. I'm half of it. Half of me is from. It's many Arabs, many Persians, we are very mixed in Azerbaijan and in Baku especially. So and that makes us, I think, better. We can contact with everyone. We actually not have problem in national degree with any country. So that's good. We have friends everywhere, even in New Zealand, in Dutchland, in Australia, in Germany, in everywhere. So that makes.
Meanwhile, as I understand, Azerbaijan has contributed some of the greatest poets of Islamic history and Islamic culture, like Nizami and Fuzuli.
Yes, we have Nizami, we have Fuzuli, we have, for example, Nizami, he was the head of all the Muslims in his time. He was Sheikh al-Zamana, for example. And also Nasruddin Tusi and others, we have big, great persons, Islamic persons here. So, yeah. On Islam.
And you are a writer as well?
Yeah, I'm a screenplay writer. I'm writing some screenplays, and more of them are some
for documentary films and films?
I make some documentary films because of the not so big financial. But I have problems with financial. That's why I can't do the other kind of things. That's why I'm doing like financial. Then what can I say? But my screenplays, I showed that to Sami Bekov. It's one of our great writers, and he lives now in Moscow. He liked this actually. So what I'm doing is, I'm writing. I believe that now I just returned from the army, from serving to my country. That's why I'm just starting to write it, make it. Here's your coffee.
You sure you don't want to have espresso like this?
No.
No, sure?
Like
okay.
this, no.
No. Or another cappuccino or something?
No.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's my writings, my screenplays have the future. Have the future? It will be in the future. I'm too young for that. I'm 22. I know my beat shows like 26, 25. I'm only 22. So let's see.
Can you repeat what you told me that your mother asked me about your beard?
My mother asked me that your friend, your guest is from the Europe. He was afraid of your beard and have the cap. And I told that we went to the party where was all the artists. The biggest persons in the art we have, which we have, with that party, and all of them had the beads. That's a party only for bead waste. That's it. So I just like it.
Yeah, I like it too. So yeah, and yesterday with one of the greatest theater directors, we visited some places, and she told the story of Sheikh Sanan.
Yeah, it was wrote by Sheikh Javid. Actually, it's here. This was Sheikh Javid. He was repressed in the communist times when Stalin was Stalin. Yes, he was a huge person.
And we also went to the place on the mountain above Baku where the statue of Kirov had been.
That's the highest point of Baku. It was the Kirov's part there.
Kirov, the second man next to Stalin.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was from here.
Yeah, he was first communist in Azerbaijan.
After him, the ballet and opera of
that's in Peter.
St. Petersburg was
in Petersburg.
named,
Yeah, that's the opera by his name, and now too, I guess.
Still, I think.
Still
yeah.
it is.
Yeah. And well, you despise him now. Your nation. You brought down his statue.
Yesterday I wanted to tell that. Well, for example, the generation of Janat's time, the little bit older generations, they don't like communism and other things. They hate it. Yeah, maybe I don't know about communism too much, but for my 22, I don't hate them too much actually, because it's different for other families, for other history. For my family, maybe it was some problems, but they made this system was like I forgot about all this, you know. Maybe in that times, like when the communism just came. Maybe my grandfathers, my great-grandfathers was repressed or beaten too. I don't forget about it. I don't know anything about it. But for example, my grandfather, he was the hero of the Second World War. He was an honorable person here. So, yeah, just like my father. My father was like a cameraman. He was working for the Reuters in UK. So he was murdered like in 1995.
By whom?
By the accident. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
So because it's not.
Okay. But he was murdered in a political situation as a journalist.
Yes. But now he is destroyed by his name, after his name, in Baku. Yeah. And some monuments of all the dead journalists in the United States and UK, and his name is in it too.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, yeah. Now, the 10-minute maximum amount of this film is almost finished, so...
last question.
Not even time for last question. Last greeting, maybe.
what can I say? Everything is quite well here, and it's growing up. It's improving really.